What up YouTube, Max here. Today we're playing round 3 with his Affinity Modern deck. And we'll see what our opener is for game 1. 1, 2... No, this is an unkeepable hand. We don't have enough artifacts. This hand's slow, but I think it is keepable. And I think we're putting back a bridge here. And we're going to just start with the bridge pass. I guess we can start with the Memnite. They want to spend like a removal spell on that. That's not terrible for us. But it's possible we should have just kept it in our hand. I don't know. So this is round 3. The first couple of rounds haven't quite gone according to plan. Round 1 was pretty interesting. Opponent's playing Tron. Okay. Round 1 was interesting, but yeah, this one's last round was rough. Okay, so 1, 2, 3 artifacts. If I play this bridge, that's not quite enough. I guess I'll play that. 3. So we'll play just the Gingerbrute and come in for 2. The nice thing about playing against Tron is you know you're okay till like turn 3. Till their turn 3. The odds that they do a lot before their turn 3 are pretty slim. They're usually spending the first couple turns setting up, so if we're able to get some stuff going on early like we are now, we might be able to squeak out a victory. Also, Ugrin's not good against us because we have a lot of Carly's cards, and they might just not have Tron turn 3, but I mean, let's be honest, it's a Tron player. They're going to have Tron turn 3. They always have it. I might be making some videos with Tron coming up and considering it, so let me know if you guys want to see that. Alright. Okay, 4, so we could go play Thoughtcast for 1 mana. Seems fine. Thoughtcast. Okay, I can work with this. Memnite. We're 1 off of I just realized we're one off of being able to play Enforcer. 5. I guess we'll still play the Relic. But yeah, we're 1 artifact away from being able to play Enforcer or Companion. Next turn, if we get a land off the top, we'll be able to do some stuff. Opponent's gonna draw a card. That's fine. They're gonna take 2, looks like. Alright. I guess the worst card for us would be if they had a Wurmcoil Engine here. That'd be pretty hard for us to beat a Wurmcoil. But if it's just a Karn, I think we're okay. And if they don't have the Tron on turn 3, that'd be preferred. As it stands, we draw a land, we can go Psy into Companion into Enforcer, make 2 tokens. Okay, well they have the Tron, because, I mean, why would they have it? Please no Wurmcoil. Black and Blist on 3. That's like fine, I guess. Just blow up my board. Expedition out. Okay. They're gonna get rid of my other 2 creatures. Okay. They're not gonna get rid of the last one. Okay, that's interesting. I'm not sure why. We get rid of the other 2, but alright, we want to land. Land 1 time. It's not quite a land. Okay, well, does allow us to do this. We can blow this up in response. 5, 6, 7. Okay. I guess we'll play Enforcer here. And 6. We're 1 mana short of doing Companion, or 1 artifact, you know what I mean. Opponents on the plan of just pumping up their Ballista. That's not going to be great for them here. We'll see. I think this game is going alright. It just really depends what my opponent has in their hand. As it stands, we can go next turn. We can play Sai as the companion, make a Thopter, which is pretty good. So that's not bad, right? Sai into companion, make a Thopter. But we'll see what opponent has. 5 mana, nope. I have a Thoughtcast. Alright, well, you're probably taking my companion then. Looks like they're playing Eldrazi Tron if they have a Thoughtcast. I'm guessing you're taking my companion, because I think Sai's fine. I don't think you care about that as much as the companion if you're my opponent. But we'll see. We'll see what decision they make and how they proceed forward with their turn. Oh, they do take Sai. Interesting. Now a Matter Reshaper. There's a Saga. Interesting, interesting. Our draw is going to be a Frogmite. Okay. Play the Frogmite. We just have 4/4s. And, well, another a 2/2, but now we have a 4/4. Cast this. And I guess we're gonna. Oh, it doesn't draw a card. I'm thinking about a different card. Oh, it does draw a card, yeah. We're gonna exile Graveyards, but more importantly, we're gonna cycle. And I want to do that first. Well, that was a little unfortunate. Not land. Okay. I wanted to do that first so that our opponent didn't. So that we have our affinity, like we have enough artifacts to cast our things, author affinity for artifacts ability. That's why I waited to sacrifice my relic until later. It's a pretty fair attack by us. I'm gonna double block. We're gonna just throw that down the drain. Okay. All stuffs. I'm fine with that one. That reads. Oh. Player sacrifices all permanents they control that are one or more colors. Yep, I'm fine with you playing that one if you want to, opponent. Does absolutely nothing. Well, that is a-okay by us. But we'll see. I don't think my opponent's gonna play it. Alright, opponent, what you doing? What's your turn 5 look like? We know they have an All of Dust in hand, plus 4 unknowns. Urza Saga can go to 2. In the Battle of Artifacts and colorless spells, I think we have we're doing pretty well. If we have Thoughtcast or Thought Monitor, we're definitely doing really well. But they have a lot of mana. And that's kind of scary. They have 10 mana, 11 mana, rather. I don't know how I beat a 5/5 Walking Ballista if they have it. That would be hard to beat. I guess Reality Smash would be pretty good for them too. 8 mana. Okay, so they have a 4/4. Oh, they're putting counters on their Walking Ballista? Not sure why you're doing that. But okay. That's fine. That's how you want to spend your mana. I think I'm definitely okay with that. Kill that. Okay. This play, yeah, that line of play doesn't make much sense to me at all. Ooh-wee. That was a good draw. Cranial freaking plating. And now what we get to do, which is pretty sweet, we get to attack with our 4/4s and then hold back the bridge, Springleaf Drum, and Frogmite to attach to either of them at whim. So then they're taking 6. I'll be taking 10 damage. 11 damage. 3, 5, 7, yeah. This is pretty sweet. Unless they block both. In which case, we draw a card and they lose 2 creatures. And we lose 1 creature. That was definitely a great draw for us. Definitely a great draw. I mean, that was probably the perfect draw, quite honestly. That or Thoughtcast. Oh, they can make a dude. They can make a 3/3. Okay. Oh, still. I mean, it still stands. My point still stands, right? Let's see if they understand how cranial plating works. If they try to double block one of our guys, we'll get them. We'll get them good for cranial plating attachability. Excuse me, I'm yawning. Sorry. But yeah, we'll see what they have. Or how they choose to block. Okay. Okay. 3. I think I might just pile this on here and be happy with this exchange. Just say take a bunch of damage and kill one of your dudes. Like, this is fine. Take 11, opponent. I guess they can kill. Yeah, take 11. Or 10, sorry. No, it was 11. Okay. Alright, well, that was good for us. But now we gotta be worried about what they're finding with their Urza Saga, rather, and what they have in hand. It's definitely a good start for us, or a good play. Not really start, a good turn for us, but we definitely gotta be careful what they have now. I'm gonna just yield through this turn. I have no plays. No effects. 0 cards in hand. Take it away, opponent. Do your thing. Just don't win the game this turn. Give us a shot to win the game next turn, potentially, somehow. Alright, they make it 3/3. I think this is just a lot of combat, this matchup. And our deck rumbles pretty well. It's pretty good in combat with our cranial platings and such. And then they got a relic. No, they got an expedition map. Wait, what did they get with? What's the next? Okay, they found. It's not telling me. It doesn't even say what they found. Weird. I think they found the. They might have found the expedition map. I don't think that would have made much sense for them to grab a relic. regardless, they don't have any great attacks. I'm just worried about a Reality Smasher. Would be pretty good for them. Oh, here it comes. I'm gonna smash my reality. Oh, ooh, 8 mana. What do you need all that for? What do you need 10 mana for? Do you play Ulamog in your list? In your Eldrazi Tron list, you play Ulamog? Okay, pump. Pump. Play that. Okay. Why would you do that? Chalice on 0. Why do you need to do that main phase, though? I don't understand why my opponent, like, put counters on and block and Ballista main phase. Unless they're really, like, set on killing. They're 2 damage short from attacking, promoting all the counters. Okay. Well, they're more than 2 damage because this doesn't have haste. This is fine. This is all fine. Go to 12. I mean, that's how I would rather. I'm okay with my opponent spending their mana that way. Definitely okay with that. Sick top deck. That's not a bad one, actually. We'll definitely cast it. Wow. Good job, Max. Good player is good. I forgot that they had the Chalice out. Alright, well, we're actually kind of far behind this game now. Yeah, I don't see how we win this game, actually. Because, like, we attack, they just take off 2 counters, block, kill this, trade with this, and then 6, 8, pump. And that sounds weird, but I think we actually have to, like, trade off our companion for their construct. And then switch over to the Frogmite. They'll ping it in response. Or they'll ping it, and we'll take 6, 8 from the 2 counters. 6, 10, 11. If they have 1 more mana, they have lethal. Assuming they see that play, that line of play. Okay. Yeah. Like they're 1 mana short. Well, I think they have lethal if they want to with Expedition Map. We'll see. We shall see. Opponent's using up a lot of their time. I know I talk about this a lot on Magic Online, but it's because I believe it matters how much time you have under. I mean, it definitely matters, and opponent's 8 minutes behind almost on theirs. So, like, this is game 1. Where's this game 2? This is game 1 or 2. I don't even remember now. I think this is game 1. This is game 1, right? Yep, game 1. So, opponent's using up a lot of their timer. Okay. Here we go doing that again, and I don't understand why. Why are you doing it main phase? Opponent had lethal. If they... See if they see the line. Pump, 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 pump. Pump 1 more time, right? Well, they could have also searched for a Expedition Map with Expedition Map to gain an additional land. Like, to get an additional mana. Spend 2 from the power plant to search, then play a tower that's 1 additional mana. Okay. Okay, so that's 5, 9. Yeah, this is lethal. Opponent's gonna get there. Okay. We take 9, and then they unload the last 3 counters to deal lethal. But they're so far behind on their clock, I'm gonna make them go through the motions. It could take them a little bit. Even if it's just like a half 20 seconds. I mean, look how long it's taking them to go through these motions. And, you know, that could matter. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it just takes you time to do it. I'm gonna make you do it. Alright, game 2. Opponent used 14 minutes of that game on the clock. Alright, Damping Sphere. Get the frick in here. This card's so good against them. I guess cutting Welding Jar, cutting Tormod's Crypt and Relic, as we often do, cutting Aether Spellbomb. Other than that, Hurkyl's Recall isn't terrible against them. I don't think it's good enough to bring in. I think this is probably where we want to be. I don't really like Rebuke in this list at all. Doesn't seem like you want to play it ever. But I could be wrong. I've definitely been wrong before. I might have been wrong by registering this deck in a league. But this is a budget-friendly deck, and I want to try it out. You know, I want to see how it goes. I'm trying to get into paper Magic again, and so I'm trying to decide what deck to buy in paper. And this deck's not performing as well as I'd like, but there's definitely a possibility going into this league to play it in paper. Hello, good hand. Well, we know they're on Tron, and Damping Sphere is so good against them, and so I think I want to keep this hand. I think we want to start with just like Darksteel Citadel pass. Next turn we can go Damping Sphere. Well, if we're spending our 2 mana on Damping Sphere, we probably don't need to play Thopterist turn 1, because we don't have like a plating or anything. There's nothing we can equip it with. So yeah, just pass. And then kind of laugh at my opponent with Damping Sphere turn 2. Be like, ha, you're not. I mean, there's ways they can get around it for sure, but it's still a really good card. Yeah, so. Chalice on 0. Okay, well that's the reason to play more Ornithopter turn 1, I suppose. That might have been a mistake by me. Citadel. Damping Sphere. Good luck. Good luck, opponent. I mean, it's a symmetrical effect, right? It affects us as well, and the one more to cast for each spell, making your spells one more to cast, is definitely a relevant piece of text. But it's gonna slow them down quite a bit. The plan. Yeah, I think that was a mistake not playing the Ornithopter turn 1. I don't think it's gonna end up mattering though. I'm just gonna play Psy here. Pass. I guess we can still cast the Ornithopter into the Chalice to get a token in case that matters. Thopter. In case that ever becomes relevant this match, or this game rather. Thoughtcast for 1 mana. It's not bad, but it also means that our stuff costs 2 more mana because of the Damping Sphere. So, you know, it's a symmetrical effect. Opponent's at 9 minutes on our clock. We're at 19.5. Just for note, you know, it might become a thing later in this match. Alright. Thoughtcast. Oh, we need 1 more mana because we don't have enough. In that case, we're gonna bridge. Thoughtcast. Then we're gonna go 6. Now we don't have the mana to do anything else. We're gonna pay mana to make a dude. Because sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. You know? Alright. So, we can cast a 1-mana Thoughtcast. Like, the Damping Sphere actually hurts us a little bit here. It slows us down, but I think it slows them down even more. It's kind of the nice thing. Definitely slows us down, though. Like, we can't wait forever to finish this game. Oh, they could get a No, they don't play Boseiju. There's no way they play Boseiju. Alright, they're gonna assemble Tron. But, Damping Sphere is gonna mean that they can't use its 7-mana abilities, like the full power of Tron. I don't know if they realize that. Okay, they must. Thought not here. Good luck. Take whatever you want. Probably just taking the companion here. I think you take the companion here. I would take the companion if I was my opponent. You take a Thoughtcast. That's fine. I'm okay with this. The draw is going to be Thopterist. That's not a bad one. I thought monitor, make a guy. Draw 2. We can go companion. Looks like. Like 2 more guys. We just need a finisher here, really. Guess we could also just, yeah, companion command's probably fine. What? Why do we have mana floating? Oh, because we have, okay. Well, we win. I forgot how the affinity works. It still reduces the cost by enough where it doesn't matter. Okay, so what we learned is 3 Damping Sphere is definitely good. We also probably want to be playing Pithing as a consideration against, like, I don't know. Galvanic Blast might not be bad against them. I don't think Welding Jar is great in this matchup. They don't really kill our stuff. It's not really that kind of matchup, so we'll try that. And we'll play this game 3, round 3. See if we can get a win here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Like, yeah, this isn't terrible. I guess this way, if we go like Thopter, if we get a lane, we go Thopter, Drum. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I think this hand's keepable. We can't quite do everything we want to turn 1, from what I can tell, but I still think this hand's very much keepable. Tower, power, expedition map. Alright, well, I think we do this, and I think we just play these and pass, because they do play Chalice. They've shown us Chalice on 0 before, so let's get these out of my hand. We would rather have drawn like a Darksteel Citadel there. And we could have gone Citadel into Springleaf into Thoughtcast turn 1. It's kind of an ideal start for the deck. Eldrazi Temple. Okay, so they don't have natural Tron. Or they don't have turn 3 Tron, but they do have Eldrazi Temple, which is a very strong card. They have Chalice on 0. It's a little late. And that's all they have. That is all they have. Well, better late than never, I guess. On the Springleaf Drum into Thoughtcast plane. Land. The Saga's a good one. And they have the Chalice on 0, which means we don't want to play our Memnite. So I guess we're just passing here. Yeah, this Affinity deck's a lot of fun to play, and I think it has potential. There's some cards that just really hate it out, unfortunately. For instance, you know, like last match we saw Fury and Blood Moon, and Chalice can be really good against us. And Force of Vigor is one that you always have to, you know, keep on your radar. Because Force of Vigor is quite strong against us with this deck. But when when the deck does its thing, when it can go Thought Monitor, you know, into Thought Monitor, into just like vomit onto the board, essentially play a bunch of things, it's quite strong. And I think it has the potential to be a good enough deck to play in a tournament. But I mean, I've played a lot worse decks in tournaments. It's not being wrong here. Okay, now we're searching on our main phase. Or in our draw step. Okay, that's interesting sequencing. Opponent didn't want to do it at end of turn. They'd rather do it in their draw step. Pithing Needle, probably naming. Or the Saga, sure. I mean, that's the weirdest sequencing I've ever seen in my life from my opponent, and we still get to use it, so we can't like make dudes with it, but okay. So what we want to do here is 1, 2, 3, 4 artifacts. So we can just start with the Thoughtcast. We also have the option of going, yeah. Let's just start with the Thoughtcast, that's fine. Okay. Citadel, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You can also just do Cranial Plating. I think we're going to do it this way. I think we're going to start doing some damage in there. So we'll attack for 6. Opponent to 14. Yeah, that was really weird sequencing for my opponent. What they did there, if you guys missed it, was they were starting to tap mana end of my turn to search which expedition map, and then they went to their draw step, tap the mana, and search for with expedition map. I'm like, I mean, okay, whatever floats your boat, right? Like, that's fine. I'm definitely okay with it, but it just didn't seem like the wisest play for my opponent, so it's quite interesting why they did it that way. I'm not sure. Here comes a Karn's a little late to the party, wouldn't you say, bud? Oh, it just becomes a... Oh, that's a cool trick. It becomes a guy. Can't activate its ability. You can float mana, though. And we can find a... I guess we're just finding like a Memnite. Alright. So now we gotta decide how we're gonna get rid of 2. We can't kill Karn this turn, or them. Karn's very good against us, in case it wasn't clear. And Thought Monitor, which gets more cards. And we're gonna wait a Thought Monitor again. Gingerbrute. 1, 2, 3. We can put Karn down to 3. We can attack them for 3. Karn's so good against us, though, unfortunately. That's another card that's like, yeah. Like, guess we just attack them for 3, like, start to try to kill them that way. But I'm worried they're gonna have just like a... My biggest fear is that they have a, that they search for a, I can't think of the card, Snaring Bridge. And then we're just kind of like looking at each other like, I can't do anything. Can you do anything? Opponent's at 3 minutes. Just over 3 minutes now. Again, we're at 15. Over 15 there, just under, over 3. Sky Sovereign. Okay. That's, sure. It could even be a boat. Could even be a boat for my opponent. That is perfectly fine. I mean... you know, I'm still surprised they didn't just grab Ensnaring Bridge or something. Maybe they don't play it. They don't have a way to crew that boat right now, so I'm feeling okay with this. Thought Monitor to get a couple more cards. I'm not sure what we can draw to get out of this, though. There's a Saga. Guess it's fine. Put Karna 2, and then if they search again, it's dead. That's probably worth doing. This way they can't search again next turn. I mean... yeah, there's a lot of cards that just shut off our deck. Unfortunately, is when we're learning this league. What I kind of already knew. Not really learning it. I'm learning it, but I already knew it as well. But opponent less than 2.5 minutes left on their clock. I don't know if they'll have time to finish this game. Now, them getting this third Urza piece is pretty good for them. But yeah, like just over 2 minutes on the clock to finish this game. I'm not sure if they'll do it. I'm super sure. And we can kill Karn. Oh, they can crew. They can crew that. They can attack and kill our Thought Monitor, but then we can still kill Karn. As it currently stands. Okay. Yeah. I mean, we still kill Karn, right? We'll take 6, that's fine. Oh no, because they can make a guy with Urza's... No, they can't. They can't. They've named Pithing Needle. They can't make a guy with Urza's Saga. They can play the other Karn. I used to play that in old school Affinity deck, Karn, Sideboard Urza. That's a pretty sweet card. Okay, now we can't kill Karn anymore. Sad face. Play the Frogmite. We can attack Karn, though. We can attack Karn. Oops. And then they'll kill one, but then it won't be able to search. Like, that's fine. Ooh, or opponent will just let us kill it altogether? Opponent, what are you doing? That was a mistake. I don't know why they didn't just kill it. One of our guys and keep Karn alive. Now we can use Cranial Plating and Springleaf Drums. Opponents at just over a minute left on their clock, their match timer. Guys, I think we might be able to steal this one. I think we might have a shot. And I find Expedition map. But yeah, just, I mean, they need to win this game in the next 50 seconds on their match timer, otherwise we win the match automatically. So, I think we're okay. I think we're gonna be okay. Killing that, sure. old 2 bracket on Magic Online. It's a classic. It's a classic bracket. Oh, I should have. Oops. I made a mistake. I'm giving my opponent all this crap, and oh no, I didn't see the other Ornithopter. But I think that's fine, because now we just suited the Ornithopter and win, right? Yeah, I think we just actually attack for lethal. 1, 2, 3. I think we're good. I think we are good here. Shadowspear, just why not? Suit this up. You don't have any guys way to make blockers. I think I'm going to come in for lethal. Okay, well, we were going to win one way or another. Looks like we're going to win by actual damage with our opponent having 13 seconds on their clock. Thanks for watching this very exciting round 3 with Modern Affinity, and I'll see you guys in round 4.